Hello children, today we are going to start the new lesson of English grammar, that is collocations and compound words. But before we start, we need to know what are collocations. I have written a few sentences here. You can see the first sentence is I did a mistake and the second sentence is I made a mistake. What do you think, children? Which sentence is the most appropriate sentence? Yes, the second sentence. We always say I made a mistake. We never say I did a mistake. That is because of collocations. The third sentence is I made a crime. And the fourth one is I committed a crime. Now, which one is the most appropriate sentence? Yes, the fourth one. We always say I committed a crime. We never say I made a crime. That is also because of collocations. Now you must have understood or guessed what are collocations. The collocations are the words which fit together and the others don't. Collocations are words or two or more words which always come together or put together. They can be combination of verbs and nouns, adjectives and nouns, adverbs and adjectives, and even nouns and nouns. As you can see here, I have written the combinations of collocation. The first one is verb and noun. For example, I made a mistake. Made a mistake is a collocation wherein made is a verb and a mistake is a noun. The second type of combination is verb and adverb. For example, I must drive slowly. Drive slowly is a collocation in which drive is a verb and slowly is an adverb. The third type is adjective and noun. For example, this is a beautiful flower. A beautiful flower is a collocation wherein beautiful is an adjective and flower is a noun. The next type is adverb and adjective. This is highly effective medicine. Highly effective is a collocation wherein highly is an adverb and effective is an adjective. And the last type of combination is noun and noun combination. For example, can I have a glass of water? A glass of water is a collocation wherein a glass is a noun and water is also a noun. So there are the combinations in which words are used as a unit. These are the words which are used together very often or very frequently. So what happened over a time is that certain words always come together. It became very natural to use these words for them who speak English as their mother tongue. But for other people, it is little difficult to learn so many words that always go together. The best way to learn these words is listening, reading, and practicing in English language. As you are reading any text in English, pay attention to the collocations or you can underline them for better learning. Children, collocations are everywhere. They help us to improve our vocabulary massively because it's not about how many words you know, but it is always about the way you use those words. So spend more time in learning collocations. As I said, you can do it by reading, listening and writing some texts in English because there is no logic or specific rule of learning collocations. Now the next chapter we are going to learn or the next topic we are going to learn is compound words. Now what are compound words? Compound words are formed when two or more words are joined together to create a new word which has an entirely new meaning. I have given two examples over here. The first one is foot and ball are two different words, but if we join these two words together, we will get a new word, that is football, which has completely different meaning. Similarly, the second example is sun and flower are two different words, but when we combine these two words together, we get the new word, that is sunflower, which has the completely different meaning. Now we'll see these compound words can be written in three different ways. Open compound word, closed compound word, and hyphenated compound words. Open compound words have space in them, as you can see in the example post office. In two words post and office there is a space. So such type of words are called open compound words. Closed compound words don't have space in them. For example, seashell. You couldn't see space in them. And the third type is hyphenated compound words. These words are connected with hyphen. For example, mother-in-law. There are three words in this compound word, mother-in-law, which are connected by a hyphen. Okay. 86 is another example. So, I hope you all have understood both the topics, collocation and compound words. I will come back with another topic. Till then, revise everything, stay home, be safe.